Good morning, hope you're well. So this week's video is going to be talking about magnesium and the power of it and why it is essential that we should be considering taking a good quality supplement daily to maintain our skin and our hormone and body functions. So we'll talk about a little bit about magnesium to start with. So in Chinese medicine, magnesium means beauty. It's the king of the mineral family. Vitamin C is the king of the vitamin family. So that magnesium, they say, is responsible for a good 400 daily functions of the human body. So that doesn't mean anything exceptional you're doing. That's just to function. And what we're learning, our soil, predominantly in Australia and New Zealand, is void of magnesium and zinc. So if there's none in the soil, it's not coming through in the food. And this is why we need to learn how to supplement what our food system isn't giving us. So that is kind of cool because you can control that. And the quality of it matters like a lot. So I have different ways that I alternate or cycle magnesium blends into my body. And I just recently went back on a powder blend. So magnesium's chelated and made in different forms. So you want the form to be what's called bioavailable. So it is easy for the body to assimilate it. So magnesium works for multiple functions of our body. One, it predominantly works on hormone communication. So it is helping our adrenal glands, where a lot of our stress hormones are manufactured, and predominantly where a lot of that cortisol is manufactured. It helps it to communicate to other cells in the body. So if it's low, the communication breaks down and we start having problems with that communication system of the body. A lot of people will see it show up in muscle cramps. I definitely get that if I'm low, because I love to train. And I also recently got an infrared sauna, and I'm noticing that I just need that little bit more mineral, predominantly in a magnesium bioavailable form, just to sort of help those electrolytes and help me assimilate the water and create that homeostasis in my body as it's cleansing and as it's detoxifying from that sauna session that I'm trying to do most days. So that's really cool. You'll find you'll get a really good night's sleep if your magnesium stores are optimal. So you'll just find the quality of the hours you get, you'll wake up feeling fresher and more energized. It will give you more energy. So magnesium works to actually promote electrolytes in the cells and hormone function to create more energy in the body. When you're low, a lot of skin problems occur, from inflammation conditions to acne to a lot of aging conditions, because those hormones are out of whack, and then you're going to see it show up in the skin. So the benefits of taking it are huge, because 400 daily functions is a lot of stuff going on in your body. When you are thinking of what depletes magnesium out of the body, it starts from the mind. So multitasking, I do that all day long. If you have any stimulants, so like coffees or alcohols and things like that, they really leach it out of the body. If you like to exercise, that's going to be that. Those people who struggle to relax, who like to be busy, very busy mind, struggle to sit down and read a book by themselves, they're usually going to be a little bit lower than someone who's a little bit more calm. I think the list can kind of go on and on and on, because our lifestyles are so geared towards stimulation today, with the fact that we work off LED screens, and artificial lights are constantly telling our brain that there's a war going on, and we need to counterbalance that with making sure our body has enough minerals. So knowing that it creates a lot of beauty and homeostasis, how do we choose the right blend? So I've got a few blends put aside here, so we'll go through them briefly today. So the blend I just rotated back into my personal routine is called Carmex. It's a powder that I find to be super effective. In Metagenics, they have several different powders and different flavors. This one's a tropical. It also comes in raspberry. which is popular, because I like these ones because they're coupled with a bioavailable magnesium, but then they have other goodies in there to support on key things I'm trying to control and support in my body. So this one works on the nervous system, alkalinity in the body, and the stress response. So a lot of us that are quite busy minds, this one is very, very powerful to help counterintuitively heal that. I find I just rotated it back into my program, and I just had a fantastic night's sleep last night, and I can just feel it has taurine in it, which just really works on healing the body. So it's a really popular blend. Some people struggle with methylating vitamin Bs. In that one, I'll put them on this one. It's just similar, but it's got a little bit more methylated Bs. So if they're feeling a little bit more stressed and so forth, sometimes we just want something pre-digest, so you're getting that extra nourishment for the adrenal glands. And some people struggle with sleep because they work too much on screens for a job, and their adrenals are a little bit burnt out. So this one helps to retrain that, and it supports the adrenals a little bit more. Now, if powders are a struggle, we can always look at a tablet form. With a tablet, it doesn't have as many other goodies in it, so sometimes I have to use some other herbs to support it. Either way, these are all simple ways to make sure that you are getting those stores of magnesium. Try and think about this. Minerals do not store in your body. So whatever you consume today is gone tomorrow. So the body will use what it requires and discards the rest. So when you're supplementing small doses of minerals daily, we want to remember that it's all about consistency. So consistently taking what your body requires and experimenting with the dose. So if I've had a big training session, let's say, or I've had a really stressful day, I might use more that day. And then on my day off where I mightn't be doing those things, I mightn't need as much. So you get quite intuitive after a while of using it. And often when the body cells are really low in minerals, what they do is they actually steal from other essential organs to keep the body going. And then this is how we get depleted whole systems, like the hormonal system and the androgen. Like a lot of these stress hormones that come from pimples and acne and so forth, it's because those systems have been depleted for a really long time, and the reserves aren't there. So when you're starting to use these really good quality minerals, you have to start on a lower dose and build the body up. When you go too fast, you might notice symptoms like diarrhea, loose bowel movements. Now, that's quite common, but it is your body saying a little too much, so back off and then slowly build. So we slowly introduce them. And then when you get to that sweet spot, it can take 3 months to kind of let the body come back into like healthy balance. And then you can start experimenting with the dose, upping it and lowering it depending on your personal output. It's kind of cool, right? So you actually become your best doctor. You're learning how to use the right dose because you'll actually learn your body's really clever. When it's super depleted, it can't give you happy feedback. And I've noticed with my health journey, I'm really getting quite intuitive now. Like I can actually just slightly change the dose and I can feel the effect of it. And when I'm a bit low, I can feel the effect of it. The last few days I've been cycling off something that's quite low. It's a blend, but it's very low in the magnesium. And I started getting some muscle cramps from training. And as soon as I added in the infrared sauna sessions, I really noticed it. And it was really lovely just to have one dose last night of the Carmex and instantly feel that balance back into your body. So the great news is as you get healthier and healthier, you just fine tuning to get those doses right, and then your body will show up for you. So it's really empowering and it's really exciting. So we wanted to just inspire you a little bit about magnesium. If you have any questions, leave some comments below or have a chat to me in clinic. Have a lovely day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.